Awesome. Good morning, everybody from beautiful Puerto Rico. How are you? How are you? So good. So, today we are going to have an awesome live because we're going to handle a very distracting conversation, which is why do people don't engage? Like, why don't people engage with your videos? Why don't they engage with your lives? Why are you feeling crickets sometimes? Hi, Esteban. How are you? Good to see you. Hola. Hola. See, I'm. Oh, look at. I love how now that I'm in Puerto Rico, Tiona, like all you guys are saying, hola. I love it. Oh, so good. Good morning, Victoria. How are you? Okay, you guys, I'm gonna pop on Instagram as well because I always leave out poor Instagram and it's just not right. So I'm gonna pop on with them as well. Here we go. So good. Connection is the ultimate way to currency. You guys ready to rock and roll on this? Okay, so let's see if we can pop this up and get this puppy rolling. Okay. Yay! Gosh, it feels like a good day. Who else feels like it feels like a good day today? Anybody else feel like I got a good tan? You think so? I actually hung out in a cabana for my husband's birthday last week, but I was actually hidden away from the sun. But I think just being in a island life, it tends to get you regardless. Hi, IG in the house. Hello. Okay, so I want to get into it because there's nothing that I hate more than wasting time when it comes to our scrolling or our day. So I have a series of topics. Do you guys want to hear what the topics are for Shanda On Demand this week? Any of you guys? Yes, no, maybe so. You want to hear what the topics are? So today is about the ultimate. The ultimate way to currency is actually connection. Like I can show you exactly why, let's say, your webinars or your challenges or your messaging out there isn't good enough if you don't have enough connection. Some people call it frequency. You can be bad and still make a lot of money. I know that sounds awful because a lot of people have some bad juju around money, but I'm telling you, money touches absolutely everything that you love. It does. You know what? It touches everything that you love. It touches your health care. I'm moving this Instagram around. It touches your health care. It touches your family. It touches your fun. Sorry, IG, I'm moving you around. It touches your fun. It touches your peace of mind. It touches some of you guys. It touches your sleep. Who needs to get better sleep? Put sleep in the comment section. Usually, sleep disruption might come from hormonal imbalances or eating or drinking or alcohol, too much caffeine. But it also comes a lot from stress and not knowing where you're going to get more money or where you're going to get more help or just getting stuck. Can we just have human moments here? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that today. But here's some of the other topics. So I'm going to talk to you about currency today. But here are the other topics that we're going to talk about. Tomorrow we're going to talk about how to maximize profits. So if anybody's maybe making some money, but you're not as profitable, that's normal in a business. It happens. I mean, I have friends who grow companies very, very fast and they go negative every month. See, a lot of people make that wrong, but it depends on the vision. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about maximizing profits because most of us don't have a bunch of money sitting around that we can just go negative in our business and spend a lot but not make a lot. Okay, so tomorrow on Shanda On Demand, it'll be 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Look at your calendars right now. Look at your calendars right now. What time zone are you in? This is the time I'm going to go live tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow's going to be maximizing profits. So how do you strategize around distractions that take you off and sideline you? That's going to be tomorrow. The next thing we're going to talk about how, and by the way, so I go live every day, right? The next thing I'm going to talk about how do you stop? This is a big one. This is a big one. Some of you guys just need to call yourself out right now. I want you to put the word out. I want you to put the word out if you're calling yourself out right now. Thursday, I'm going to talk about how do you stop letting laziness hold you back? It's a big one. True story. I was talking to one of my 1% clients this morning, and she said something to me that I caught right away. And she said, there's one more person that I think is coming into our mastermind this week, into our event this week. but we'll see if she comes in. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, you should be sending that person an audio note, because what my clients do is they are on a mission right now to help every single woman find her husband by the summer. And I said to you, you're not committed enough to your mission. I was like, this is what I talked about, you guys. Who was on Revenue Boost last week? I'm going to do another one tomorrow, by the way. Who was on Revenue Boost last week? I talked about putting stuff on a runway. Like, it's not good enough to have a network marketing product, a coaching product, a social media product, a get married product, build a business product. Like, that's all crap. You know what gets people to show up is putting people on a runway and knowing where you're leading them. We all got our choices on who we spend our time with. You want to spend your choices with someone that you have the same value system with. And for my clients, they have a value system of seeing single women not spend the summer dating and spend the summer creating memories with their husband or their future husband. Do you see the difference in come to my event and let me show you how to get married? And here's a runway. We are committed to showing women how to find their husbands by the summertime so that they can spend this summer, right? Jesse Itzler always says, I don't know the age that a woman dies at or a man dies at, but like pretend it's 72. Then you take your age minus 72 and how many summers do you have left, right? And it's like, if you're on a mission to help people on a runway, you'll create natural urgency. And if you create natural urgency, people, they show up, they buy. Because they're like, hey, I want a husband by the summer. Hey, I want to be financially free by the summer. You're like, oh my God, financial free by the summer. That's a big goal. Yeah, but financial free is so different for each of us. I mean, what is your version of financially free? For me, it's the ability to create money on demand any single day that I want, right? You could shut down my whole business. I would never want to lose my team, because that's been the hardest thing, is growing a great team to work with and really get their value. You know what I mean? When you get your value, you don't drop balls, or you drop some, but you get on top of it. When you get your value and know that you're part of the team, like the clients are connected to that. This is the whole legacy move. This is our character. That's been the hardest thing for me to build. Is I've had lots of good people that are great people that I love, but building a team that get their worth. How many of you guys have a worth problem? Let's not make this wrong. How many of you guys have a worthiness problem? Put worth in the comment section. How many of you guys have a worthiness issue? Put worth in the comment section. So when I say this, I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just saying that some of us decide that we're going to leave the conversation of I'm going to figure out my worth, and we're just going to own it. And the way you own it is you get urgency in your life, because when you have urgency in your life, you no longer are focused on you. You're focused on how can I be in contribution to the world. So I'm going to invite anybody who's got a worthiness conversation. It's time to shift it today. Okay, because it is really tough to make a lot of money and have a worthiness conversation. It doesn't mean you don't get insecure. It doesn't mean you don't get nervous. It doesn't mean that your confidence doesn't get hit. But when we have a self-worth conversation, we don't have thoughts like, I have to be the one that steps up, because if I don't, nobody else is. We don't have thoughts like, oh, I don't want to step on that person's toes, and so I'm going to choose to be safe, versus actually be honest with that person, because they're walking around with that chip on their shoulder, and that's why they don't create the results that they want. Like, knowing your worth is contribution. Contribution is connected to connection, which creates currency, right? People buy from leaders. They buy from leaders. They buy from people who see a vision, and we're going to get there. So on Thursday, I'm going to talk about how do you stop. And I just taught, well, I even taught this, but how do you stop letting laziness hold you back and have the courage? Everybody say the word courage out loud in your living room or your car or wherever you are right now. Say courage. I have the courage. I have the courage to go after it, right? Like say it. Seriously, just say courage right now, right? It takes courage to overcome our limiting beliefs. It takes courage to solve a problem that you're banging your head against the wall with. So Thursday, mark on your calendar, because we're going to take laziness out, right? And we're going to have the courage to take action and make money. And then on Friday, for those of you guys who don't know, we opened up an opportunity to work with us, where probably one of the best opportunities in the marketplace right now, for real, is we opened up an opportunity for people to learn how to get quality leads, like quality people, quality leads that want to buy from you, and also how to convert them, how to put a structure underneath your sales force. It's called the club. And so on Friday, we're gonna start shutting down the opportunity and shutting down that membership to be able to work with us. But if you have, who has a desire, put me, to get higher lead flow, and you also know that you need to create more cash in your business, then I really recommend you go to jointheclubnow.com. I wish I had a URL for it, but I'll put it here and then I'll go on to today's training, okay? So if you need leads, and by the way, anybody could do this, right? Like I'm training, I'm coaching. So many of you guys make up such a big deal about making an offer. Don't worry about that. Right? Just know when you're going to open things and close things. I'm going to close this down this week. So Friday will be on the process of closing the door for this. So you're always welcome to send me a DM message and ask me questions about it. But in essence, you already know if you should do it or not. If you need leads and you need a structure underneath selling, we meet with you 6 times a month in the club. And we show you how to get a structure underneath your selling. And nobody else does that I know of in the mentorship business building community. What they do is they sell products that needs a lot of willpower from your side. That's why people get lost. We meet with you 6 times a month. And we do that so that we can create a template. We meet our sales team every freaking day. Like, why would we meet our sales team every single day and not meet our clients like on a frequency and consistency? Because that's what it takes to be able to get good at sales. Do you guys get it? Yes, I love you too. Okay, so if you do need that, I'm going to pop this up. Join the club at now.com. This membership is $250 a month. There we go, little Instagram there. This membership is $250 a month. And jointheclubnow.com, and it's $250 a month. I think it's the best business building offer on the market right now. And what's amazing is we meet with you 6 times a month. And then I will show you how to build leads that are quality. This is kind of in the money. You get what I'm saying? So if you need to get that handled, grab a hold of that because I'm going to shut that down. So jointheclubnow.com. Got it? Yes. If you need a question, you're always welcome to send me a message. Okay. So let's talk about currency and connection and why it's so important. This is actually a great example. So are you connecting enough where you're helping your audience? So what is it that you guys do? Here's a great way to get partnerships. It's a great way to get clients or customers. Don't be salesy. And what I just did isn't salesy. I'm literally opening this up. $250 a month, and I'm closing it down. It's not salesy. Go in the comment section and tell everybody what you do, right? What is it that you do? Go in the comment section and tell everybody what you do. Now, like what you do looks like, so I am like a cash flow queen. You put a target in front of me and tell me how much money to make, I can make it, right? And so the reason why I can do that is because I'm crazy generous. And because I'm crazy generous, generosity is connected to making a lot of money. It's connected. It's a kingdom thing, right? But it's not esoteric. Like literally, when I make an offer, $250 a month, you find me another program that will meet with you 6 times in a month for $250 a month. It just doesn't happen, right? And so are you connecting enough? Go in the comments and tell everybody. So Colby says parenting coaching, speech therapy. By the way, she's excellent. You guys on Instagram, if you have a child that doesn't speak properly, do not pretend like it's just cute because they're young. Like my son had challenges, slurring and all of that. Colby, you guys on Instagram, Colby posted above, and she helped my son, Colby Kale. Good job. Thank you, Colby. Who else? She's like one of the only people who actually put, like, what do you not want business? You guys put in the comment section, what is it that you do, right? What is it that you do? How do you know you don't have a business partner watching right now, right? How do you know you don't have a business partner? Kingdom Mindset Identity Coach, right? YouTube channel for children. So awesome, Victoria. I help moms in the earlier years of motherhood process their emotions and manage their minds. Yeah, Denise, so good. Dirk says he's a carpet cleaner and house cleaning. Dirk, you would be so busy here in Puerto Rico because there's no good ones here. Lucia, a diabetes reversal with lifestyle. Lucia, I just did a VIP day with a client on that yesterday. So fascinating how cortisol and stress is a main course of diabetes, not just sugar. Isn't that wild? I had no idea that connection. Dog walker, pet sitter. So good, you guys. I'm a naturopath, EIP coach. Now, what I want you to do is go back in the comment section and look for your people right now, because connection is currency. Look for your people right now. And so do you know where I found my relationship coach? Doing an interview series. I teach that with lead gen, right? That's in the club, by the way, right? Like literally I will show you how to create an interview series with lead gen to get quality leads. I interviewed a bunch of people around how to date. And I didn't just how to date. I wanted to find my husband. So clear vision. The Bible says my people will perish without a vision. Well, any leadership course or any personal development, including New Age, Catholic, any of that, there's success leaves clues. And you'll hear a very similar thing, which is if you don't have a vision or know where you're going, then you can't get there. You can't speak it out loud, which means you don't have authority. If you can't speak it out loud, how can you do a Facebook Live, an Instagram Live, a YouTube Live, a LinkedIn Live? Do you guys hear what I'm saying? Yes. And so when you look at the comments right now, you should be looking for who can I connect with? I'll give you a great story on this. I have a client that was busy building an evergreen. Do you guys know what evergreen is? It's where you have a presentation that runs with or without you. So I have this client who's launching, doing challenges, doing events, all this stuff in the fitness world. And she's like, I've been working for months on how to get this video to convert real sales for me while I sleep, right? The ATM method. And I said, well, while you're doing that, you have an event next week. Why are you not connecting in other people's Facebook groups or masterminds or meetup groups or LinkedIn groups? Why are you not going and contributing to some of those groups, not for the sake of needing to make an offer, but from the sake of just being around your ideal customer or client, right? Like if I was a weight loss coach, which I'm not, I have a coach, but I have a coach in fitness because I'm not accountable, right? Like, why did I put 6 calls a month to teach people how to sell in the club? Right? If you need that, you guys should be going to jointheclubnow.com. Teach you how to get quality leads, but also teach you how to sell, right? And so why did I do 6 times a month? Because connection is currency. Why did I tell my clients to go help? Like if I go into a group of entrepreneurs, if somebody doesn't have lead gen or they don't know how to convert really well, I could go just teach them what I know. Now, will people come up to you and want to work with you? 100%. Will some groups allow you to make an offer and split some sort of profit and revenue? 100%. See, what happens when we have a worthiness problem is we don't want to go out there and risk. That's why on Thursday on Shanda On Demand, I'm gonna call that laziness. Because, and me, I mean this with love, okay? But it's laziness because what we're doing is choosing to be lazy when the way to prosperity, freedom, connection, all of that is you getting out of your own way and talking to people. In fact, I'm going to call you to the mat and say, if you're not talking to people every hour in your business somehow, right? Like this video is going to be pinned to our Facebook page, possibly Instagram, YouTube. It's going to be pinned so that people see it over and over and over again until tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern, I go live again and I talk about tomorrow how to maximize profits, right? So the more like people are afraid to go live, they're afraid to go out there and create content because you're putting so much pressure on the content to be good. But you know when your content is good, when you connect and good content, your content is amazing when you talk to people. Now write this down. This is a mic drop moment. Or at least it was for me. When you talk in a tone that you talk to everybody in your life too. Like I talk to Ash, my husband, in this tone. I talk to my clients in this tone. I talk to everybody in this tone when I'm passionate about something. I'm not mad. I'm not anything. I'm passionate. I'm excited for you. I want to see you win, right? Like I'm fired up. Do you guys see what I'm saying? And by the way, when I show up like this, guess what happens to the content? It flies. Well, guess what happens to people who are intimidated? It shuts them down. So what do? Do you dim your light? Go in the comment section. Let me know. Do you dim your light? Well, for many of you guys, you've been doing that for a long time. You're now afraid to do regular content because you think you need to be good. You don't need to be good. You need to care about other people. You need to be frequent. You need to be connecting with people every hour if you are in business. And if you don't have frequent content going out, then I'm going to tell you that's why your pages are not growing. That's why your direct inbox messages are not full. And so I'd like you to just unleash, look for things in your life that are inspiring. Look for comments. Like I had you guys comment, what is it that you do? Look for other people that you can go connect and hook them up. Now, this is the second thing. How do you hook up other people? Like if I go to Chris here or Kim or Courtney or Denise, here on Facebook, or you guys, Justin, right? Anthony Dumas, Steve, if I go to any of your guys' pages and I start direct inbox messaging you about anything, I would be asking you, not can I go in your groups and perform? I would be going to you and saying, hey, Steve, what is it that's really important to you right now? What does success look like for you right now? I go to Denise and be like, hey, what's a big goal that you want to see happen before the summer? And I would find out what that is. And then I would automatically start thinking about how can I help them create that? Now, I'm in entrepreneurship. So obviously my skills are helping you grow a business. That's my superpower, especially when it comes to how do you literally lead yourself so you follow through, but how do you turn any situation going the wrong way, sidelining, to the right way so you produce profits? Tomorrow I'll talk about maximizing your profits, right? But you can't just follow maximizing your profits if you can't get yourself to connect, and you can get yourself to connect. So I'd find out what's really important to you. And then I'd be thinking, not how can I get in front of your audience? I'd be thinking, I already know I want to get in front of your audience, right? If you're watching right now, I'd love you to share this. I would love you to pin this. I would love you to get more people on, right? Like I would love to partner with you to reach more people. Wouldn't you love me to partner with you? How do we get to know each other? You share. Then I see, do you not think I see the 1% of people that share? Of course I do. So would you. That's how we start to work together more, right? That's how, so I would look at how can I hook you up? And those are words I started using about 2 months ago because people just got it. They're like, how do I create a great message? How do I create a great offer? Hook people up in your industries. Hook people up. If you literally say to yourself, how can I hook people up? You will get out of this poverty thinking that very few people get out of. And the poverty thinking is the way I'm going to say all of us, or many of us in the business training world, tell you to look at what is the problem your customer or client is having and go relieve that problem. That's right. The problem is when somebody's got poverty mindset, they now start looking down on their buyer, and they speak to their buyer from up here, which means they only pull out the true poverty people. That's why people don't have enough money to invest with you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like nobody has money to invest with me, very few, right? Like, yes, I've got some people that we've moved to $1 million a month and have done some great success stories with people that have been in business that are making $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year. And we popped them to be able to make that in a month versus a year. And that's not an income claim, by the way. I'm not saying you'll ever do that. I'm just saying, yes, we have that group of people, but we have a huge amount of people that are just starting businesses, or they've lost their job and they know that they want to create a side hustle. And then we have a lot of people who have been in business for a while, but they know that they're not creating the amount of money that they should be by this time. That's like our audience. So money isn't in overflow. So when they give me money to coach them, it's a big deal. It's a big decision. So I share that with you because some people say, oh, you teach money and sell money, so that's why people buy from you. No. That is not why. I've sold fitness products, endurance training products, real estate, you name it. So that is just not true. And you cannot believe that, because as long as you do, you won't be able to use trainings like this or lives like this to make a difference. Is this tangible enough for you guys? Is this helping? Put yes if this is helping in the comment section. If this is really like unhooking some awareness for you that you can go get a tangible result with. Put yes in the comment section if it is helping. Okay. So number one is who, even on the threads, or who like that online that you can go and connect with. And then secondly, how can you hook them up? So thirdly, you need to be having content every day. And content every day can be challenging for a lot of people. I create audio content. I call it pocket coaching. Who loves pocket coaching? Any of you guys get our pocket coaching? Yes, no, maybe so. Any of you guys get our pocket coaching? Do you love it? Like, people just love pocket coaching. So pocket coaching, I don't know how much I think I did 3 pocket coaching sessions this morning, because I'm developing a series of basically audio modules that have our entrepreneurs go walking and listen to pocket coaching or audio modules. Audio modules are something that I'm going to introduce to our team, that is how do we take content that you're watching online and put it into audio modules that are like 15 minutes long, 10 minutes long, so you can go for a 10-15 minute break during your day and listen to an audio module. As you listen to the audio module, then you could walk and learn or jog and learn. Do you guys hear what I'm saying? Yes, no, maybe so. And so I can create that in my living room with my cell phone on the voice note. My point is if it's 5 or 10 minutes, I can pop out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can do 6 weeks of audio notes in literally like half an hour, 35 minutes. And literally 6 weeks is going out, or 6 days is going out. Would you be willing to spend 20 or 30 minutes a week, like on a Thursday, to produce the content that goes out the next week? I hope so. So I'm going to end on this. Connection is currency. You don't have to be good to be able, you don't have to be the best speaker. You don't have to be good to be able to make a lot of money. There are the worst, no charisma speakers on the planet out there still making a lot of money. You got to be committed to connecting. So the way that you connect in a great way is you need to hook people up. That needs to be in your head. How do I hook this person up? How do I hook my kid up? Imagine, parents, if you looked at your kids, you're like, how do I hook my kid up? Instead of, how do I not destroy them as a parent? How do I not ruin them as an adult? How do you hook your kid up? How do you hook your spouse up? How do you hook your friend up? How do you hook your followers, your buyers, your customers, your clients, your downline and network marketing? How do you hook people up? And how do you connect every hour? So I'm going to leave the Shanda On Demand on this. If you need leads and you really want to get good at selling, conversions, you don't want to just produce a bunch of content and not have any financial prosperity off the back end of it, then I really recommend you go to jointheclubnow.com. jointheclubnow.com. We're going to shut down this membership. It's $250 a month. We will coach you 6 times a month. We'll show you how to get quality leads. You want to take what I trained today, but if you know that you have a challenge in conversions and you need to get that up, then I really highly suggest you go to jointheclub.com. If you sign up today, we will send you the first 2 trainings that literally get you caught up on a series that my husband's doing right now for the club, which is how do you get a consistent reliability on the way that you talk about your products, your services, your message, and your offer. So he's putting the system and the structure underneath that right now. He's going to train that over the next 6 weeks. He's done 2 trainings on it already. It would be a great thing for you to be studying over the weekend. So if you go to jointheclubnow.com, we will make sure that you get that today, the first 2 trainings. Study it over the weekend. Go for a walk and listen, right? And listen to what he trains. Have a little book, a notebook that you can actually write your notes in, and then make a commitment that by the summer, you're in overflow. If you know how to create $10,000 in a day or a week or a month, then I would say there's not too much that you can't overcome. And I can't promise you that we will do that, but we will give you the system on how to do that, right? We have lots of people winning. You should be one of them. Don't stand struggling, because I looked at the clock today and I was like, wow, we are already coming to we're in the middle of April, coming to the end of April. That means we got 2 months left and we're in the summer. And I want to put that fire underneath you, because if you don't have that fire underneath you, it'll be freaking summer. And you need to get your results. And money touches everything that we love. Our healthcare, our family, our friends, our fun, our ability to take care of our parents. It touches everything. And we are responsible for making it, not waiting for somebody else. All right, you guys, sending you so much love. I'll see you tomorrow on Shanda On Demand. We're going to talk about maximizing profits. You ready? Talk to you soon. Bye.